18th, 2022. I'm using my B-Link mini PC that runs Windows 11. I have two monitors hooked up. I'm recording this with OBS, and I'm using a USB microphone, but hopefully you're hearing the sound from my Elgato Wave 3. And over here I have my Chrome box and one monitor, the long monitor, I forget which one it is. And right now I've got the USB Averta Media, really nice camera. Like I said, that's the Chrome box, so it's operating with the Chrome operating system. I have on both, let's see if I have, yes. But I just signed up the other day for this Kapwing Studio. It's online. You log into it and then you can create videos, do all types of stuff. Has a lot you can do and different ways you can do it. And I'm just learning how to do those things. I haven't learned very much, but it should work out well once I figure out exactly how to do it. There's a whole bunch of neat things. I'll probably be mentioning them or showing them to you from time to time, but I'll probably at some point put some links to their YouTube site where you can learn how to and see how things work, work with it. Right now it looks pretty good. I think things are going to get better for my videos, my YouTube videos, I think, unless I mess up somehow, which would not surprise me. I just had saw my cardiologist a few days ago, and I won't see him hopefully until next year. But I do have, well, it's now covered and hidden, but back behind this monitor here, I think you might just be able to see, let's see here. Well, just barely above it, below a lamp, there's a device that monitors my heart all the time, and if it detects anything wrong, it immediately sends information to the heart doctor office. Now, 3 times a year, that device will automatically send all the data on my pacemaker, to the doctor's office. That's the reason I only see the doctor, once a year in person. I saw the doctor the other day, and he's going to have me go, I think, on the 21st to have an echo. I had one a long time ago, I don't know, 10 years ago or something. And they're going to scan and see what he wants to see. What I wish I had done, I would have asked him though, because he was recording. He laid on the cart next to me with his cell phone, and he was recording. I'm not sure if it was just recording it, or if it was actually going for transcription right away. But he said, explain what he's doing. So I would have like to have said, and I wish too that I could have gotten, and I think he would agree to it, because I didn't understand half of, half of what's said, probably a lot less than even half, and it'd be nice to have it. Although they, right away, in fact, by the time I got home, they had entered into my medical chart, which I could look up. And I'm going to show that to you one of these days. It'll be in a video about my heart problem or whatever, and I'll take out my social security number and my address and my phone number and that kind of stuff, and then I may do that tomorrow. I think I know how I'm going to do it. I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to, I think I'll move it to an email, and then take out the information that I don't want you to see, about, name and address, and, well, name will be fine, but that type of stuff. And then you'll have it, you'll be able to look at it, because I've had not a lot, I have just under 4,000 viewers, or subscribers, just under 4,000 subscribers, but I have had several people, leave a message, which is kind of nice, saying, oh, thanks for doing that thing on the pacemaker, because I'm going to have a pacemaker installed in a few days. Or I remember one was something to the effect that, oh, thanks for, putting that information about the pacemaker, because my father is going to have one put in, or already has one put in, something like that. And so I think it will help some people. But when I do that, I'm going to clearly, it'll be on that one subject. Most of my videos I just start talking. All of them. I never have a script. The closest thing to a script I have is sometimes I will put a tag up, and that's something that I want to, I want to cover for some reason, and so that's the closest thing that I have to a script. And some of you have, complained from time to time. Most of you just know, well, that's the way Jim is, People have complained that it's hard to find something, or I'll have a video maybe that's an hour, and maybe there's something, that might even be the title or something, or other, something. So somebody does a search, and they, oh, I'm interested in that subject, and they go there, and there's an hour video, and what they want to see is only like 15. So and I've said this before, I've been saying it for years, I'm going to try to organize this stuff better and make it easier for you people to find what you're actually looking for, and not have to sit through an hour of me aimlessly just talking about and saying, oh, that reminds me, and go, And also, YouTube has something to make it easier, and I need to work with that, for indexing, that type of stuff. And I really admire the people YouTubers who make a video, and underneath, the video, there'll be a list of the times that such and such starts. Unboxing at such and such a time, hooking up, in operation, summary, or whatever they do. I think that's really, really neat. And I need to be more organized in that. So let's, like I said, I think this is the Elgato Wave 3. That's the microphone. This USB camera up here is a really inexpensive one, but the video is really good. I mean, it was hard for me to. The reason for the hat is my head looks gross. The top of my head. Well, my face looks. Everything looks gross. So I haven't seen the dermatologist who removed a big skin cancer off the top of my head back a few years ago, and there's a scar and what have you. Anyway, I got sidetracked again. I need somebody here with me, with like a club, not an axe, but maybe just a little club, and then when I amber off somewhere, they could just whack me a little bit. Okay, got this USB camera up there, an inexpensive one. I tried to find the link for it so I could put the link, for it, but I think that was one, I'm sure that was one that I was sent for free to review, and it doesn't show up in my order thing on Amazon. When you're sent things, which I'm not, I get it right still, like 3 or 4 a night, asking me, saying, "Oh, you are the best, we found you on the list in," well, they don't say in China, but "We found you on the list and you are the top, Amazon," well, I never was the top Amazon reviewer, and, but I still get, but I'm not allowed to review anymore. Did I say YouTube? Amazon deleted over 1,000 reviews that I had done, and they never said anything to me, but I'm guessing, and I'm sure this is correct, because I had a few people complain because I mentioned how, I talked about that a little bit, and people, Universal, said that I was wrong to do that, and that what I said was that I had a lot, and at that time I was having 30 or 40 requests a day, usually night, because of time in China is different. I guess time is the same everywhere, isn't it? But these people would contact, I could tell they were young Chinese, probably working at a factory in one of these towns that is set up, and probably the factory is selling a lot of television sets and a lot of stuff that they manufacture there. And probably the company, goes to their employees and says, "Hey, we'll make you a deal here, and you can make a lot of money selling in the United States on, Amazon." And so they make some kind of a deal with the employees. I'm not sure what it would be, but and so all these people, young people, they think that they're going to sell on Amazon and get rich, and they think that if they get anything less than 5 stars, that they're over with. That this is that they're done. They're convinced of that. And I don't know about you, but I've gotten where I go to YouTube and look up products and how to use them and that type of stuff. And on Amazon also, it varies, but yeah, I go and I look at the reviews. But if some products are going to have, not going to work for somebody. Somebody's going to buy something that is not right for their hardware or their software or whatever, and so I look at the reviews, Now there are products that I've looked at, something like, hey, I really want this, and then I've gone to the, you know, look down below, and boom, I mean, people saying, you know, it doesn't work, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, people do, but these people were convinced that if they got anything less than 5 stars, their life was over. So what I did is, I didn't give them a good, I didn't give them 5 stars if they didn't deserve 5 stars. But what I would tell them if something came, that just, didn't work, something that was defective, something like that, I would, I'd contact them and say, I can't give you 5 stars. And, like maybe I'd say I can give you 4 stars or 3 stars or something like that. But anyway, I would say, do you not want me to do the review? And they would say, oh yes, thank you, very much. Please don't do the review. And so I wouldn't. And I had a bunch of people, saying, oh, you're cheating, No, I'm not cheating. Cheat, and I was, everybody disagreed with me, by the way. I said, I'm not reviewing some product and that doesn't deserve 5 stars or 4 stars or something. And then saying it does, deserve, and giving them 5 stars. No, I'm just not doing it if the people say, please don't do it, Anyway, people didn't agree with me. And it wasn't long after that that somebody said, left a comment, Jim, all of your eBay or all of your Amazon reviews that you've done are gone. And that pissed me off. One, that they didn't contact me. Two, what I would like to have done is been able to download them all. So, because I put a lot of work, almost all of them had a video with it, which is unusual, but they didn't say anything. They just took them off, and I didn't know what happened, but I kind of guessed, what happened. And then I went to see if I could post a new one, a new thing. And of course it said can't, that I couldn't post. Didn't tell me why, but I sort of figured it out. Now, of course, I should mention that I actually can, let's see, there we go, jimhoward.me. By the way, I wish you'd use this. Once you use that, and by the way, it's a secure, I paid extra to have it, it's a secure link, once you go there, now you don't have to look at any of the reviews that I've done, and I haven't kept them up to date. I need to go in here and update these things, or change them a little bit. But once you come here, now if you go anywhere, as long as you don't log out, I will get a commission if you purchase something. Doesn't cost you anything at all. But it could help me, except it's, well, let's go to earning. But it would be nice if you could go, if you could go, let's see. Well, the easiest way just to show it is, I'll just go to payment history. Okay, here we go. So at the end of this month, I will get $6.47 in commissions from Amazon. Previous to that, I got 1 month, November of 2021, $10.77. In August of 2021, I got $12.62. In July, I got $13.46. There now down here is a good month. I got $84. Now that's nice. And before that, I got a a couple months, $51, and then so. And here's a month, where is that? Anyway, but in general, you see basically nothing. And I pay for, software and hardware and all that type of, such, But if you could, it would be nice if you could, go. That doesn't cost you anything. Want to mention, though, that the reviews that I did on, by the way, here it's showing you that you see this $290. That's what Amazon made from people clicking on my links and going there and buying something. That's not what I made. I probably haven't. If you add it up, and I don't know how long I've been at Amazon for years, and I think if you add it all up, I've never made $200. Probably. Well, maybe so. Because what I showed you 1 month was like $84 or something. It was actually, I think, for more than 1 month, though, Well, no, because they do, I think if you make more than $10, I think they go ahead and pay it. Where YouTube, any commissions you get from YouTube, you have to have made like $100 before they send it to you. But I wanted to say that I was really proud of. Well, I felt sorry for the young people in China that I couldn't. But I felt really good that the reviews that I did were. I mentioned this before several times because it's the best example I can come up with, but there are others. Like I purchased a scale, and it was like the first. In the past, I had those scales that you weigh on, that you had the numbers that go around mechanically or whatever. And then I got a digital one. Oh, great! It was great. I could see it better. I could see it, and then as an example, and I still have that digital scale, and it takes 2 batteries, this type of like watch batteries or whatever. And I went back, like when the batteries would wear out after a year or 2 or whatever it was, can't remember now. But then I would go back to my old review and that I had done, and I would then go in there and put an update saying, oh, on such and such a date, this was purchased, and on such and such a date I had to put new batteries in it, and a year or 2 later, and I would update that kind. I did that with some other things too that were appropriate for that. I didn't get any plus I didn't get any plus things for that. I should have been credit, should have been. Oh, by the way, I mentioned, and you're probably going like, oh, yeah, sure. I should explain that because I mentioned, I believe, that people were contacting me and saying that they found me on the list as the best Amazon reviewer, and would you please review my product or whatever. And of course I wasn't the best, and I wasn't they mentioned sometimes like the top one, like number 1 on the list or whatever, and I forget. I actually finally looked one time, and I think I was like, I finally had moved up to like, I don't know, I can't remember exactly. It's in a video someplace where I told you of it. Maybe I was 400 or even 200 or something in the list, but probably 400. Then I asked a couple people. I said, what makes you think I'm like oh, you're on the list. I said, what list? Oh, and then they said there is a list in China, and probably what somebody is doing is, or did do, I'm sure they've updated it hopefully. Somebody created a list, some Chinese person young person probably, created a list, maybe more than one person, come up with the idea of the best people to review your product. And for some reason, my name must have been at the top of the list or way up there. And so that's why I was getting 30, 40 requests a night. Actually, when Amazon, I was sorry they deleted all my stuff. I wish they'd let me download it. I could have used some of the, stuff edited, use some of the stuff on YouTube or someplace else maybe. But it got to be a lot of work, and doing those reviews, every day, just about every day. And I was a river unto my people. There was a very few products I went ahead and sold. Well, so there was a very few products that I actually used. And there were very few items that I actually sold. Most of the stuff, and I still have a few items here, like extra, camp things like that. But I gave tons of stuff away to people. Gave a lot of those tactical lights, the aluminum tactical lights. I really like those. I saved one for myself. It's here someplace. There's 2 maintenance guys that work here. May not be the same guys now, but I gave, each one of them one. They were so appreciative of it. I got a thing into review that was a device, and it has a cable that runs and a little tiny camera on the end, and you can put it down in drains and see if there's a tree limb has got into the drain, or that kind of stuff. And I gave that to the maintenance. One of the maintenance said, "Hey, he said, wow, that'll help a lot." And stuff like that. I gave a lot of stuff away. Now I did get, and I forget the name of it. You'd recognize if you're into computers. A router, switch. A whole kit. I think it was like a $400 or $500 kit with the which I didn't need, and I did sell that. I didn't make $400 or $500 because I just got it out of here and stuff. Anyway, what was I going to? Okay. I wish, well, I'll talk about it later. Let me just quickly show it to you. Let's see if I can show it to you. Where do I want to go? Your channel. No, I'll go to my YouTube. Okay. I'll go to the YouTube Studio view. I'll go down here to monetization. That works too long for me to, and go to what they call, okay, this is, your channel making money and different things, advertising, and do you want to run advertising, blah, blah, that kind of stuff. Says here, ad suitability. You're rated most videos accurately. You've done a great job rating your uploads against our ad-friendly content guidelines. As a result, we're using your input when determining if your videos are suitable for ads. Let's see what view ratings is. Let's see. Rating history. Anyway, let's see. Let's go back. Okay. Let's see. Go back. Monetization again. Go over here to. I set up memberships, but I'm not asking anybody to, because I don't have any. It's just not. I hate asking for, something. But at some point, maybe there'll be something, but I had to. I wanted to get it set up, so it is set up. And but they have this thing called supers, and I don't have access to it, and I guess a lot of people don't have access to it, and they say that it is coming. I guess I could go to somebody's YouTube video. Who do I want to go to? Well, I'll just click on, oh, I need to go to YouTube, okay. And click on this, and then I'll just go up here to Premium. Okay, so this is the David Pakman show. I'm going to click on it.
Next example, the QAnon star Kirsten.
Okay, here you can, yeah, here you can see, by the way, he has, I guess, where a minute, anyway, down here, so when he shows one of his videos, one of the things you can do is show support with a super thanks. And what you do is you click on it, and then it asks you how much you want to donate. And it's just right underneath the, the video, and it's there for all of his, videos. And that's going to be coming out, I guess, to everybody. There may be some type of a rule when they come out. Maybe you have to have 1,000 subscribers, or I don't know what they're going, how they're going to work it. There'll be something, some minor rules or something. So that would be nice, because it'd be right underneath the video. And so my videos aren't that great, but maybe sometime, like somebody would find my video really helpful or something, or it would really help them or something. And maybe with that thing there, maybe they would just click and make a small donation or something. That would be nice. It'd be right there. They wouldn't have to do a Patreon. I'm not signed up for Patreon. They wouldn't have to do anything. It would just be right there. And if they thought, oh, that's a good video, and it helped them in some way, they could. Sorry about this. My stomach's growling. I got some peanuts. We have a fire station right outside the exit gate here of this apartment complex. One night, I didn't hear anything. I just slept through it. One of these apartment buildings, told they burned down. A guy was barbecuing on his patio. That's not allowed. In fact, there are city ordinances against that. Probably just about everywhere. You don't barbecue, you have to be away from the building. Now, one time, within the last year, I was sleeping here. I heard my ex-wife and my son talking. Whatever. I could tell something was wrong, and I got up, and I could smell it. And I thought, I just woke up and my brain doesn't work very well. Or I would have come up with what it was. And it would take me a while to get my shoes on, or my socks or anything, and my blood pressure shoots up, everything. And my brain wasn't working too good because I just woke up. But I told my son, grown son, it was night. No, was it night? I don't think it was. Anyway, I said, go outside and see if somebody's barbecuing or something. Go, walk around the place. And he came back, nope. And I was still trying to get my sock then over my swollen, gross feet. Then trying to get him into, whatever. And I said, well, call the office. And we called the office. And it must have been after, maybe it was a weekend or something. I can't remember. Anyway, the manager of the apartment lives close by, and she came from home over, and she got here real quick, and she walked around the building. And I had just, by that time, I had just got my shoes and things on. I was going to go out and check again. But then, somebody, I think next door to us, maybe the next apartment down, was out of their patio. Actually, there wasn't anybody there, I think. It was out on their patio, and they were barbecuing or something. And actually, it wasn't the person who normally lived there. A friend or somebody was there, and I guess, I'm not sure if staying with the person, or I'm not sure exactly the details. My brain was still fuzzy. And she contacted the person on the phone right away and said, don't ever do this again. Because it's also against, not just against the apartment rules, but it's against the law. And anyway. Okay. This is that program that I just purchased the other day, $28 a month. And it really looks good. I just have to figure out how to do all this stuff. But I'll probably be going into some details on it later on. But it's really got some neat features, and it's like online, so it works on my Chrome box, and works on Windows, because you're doing it like online. And the things that it lets you do, a lot of them are pretty neat, and I think you'll see some better results out of my videos maybe. Okay, what else? I guess that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I probably at some point I'm going to have to start actually using this other software. Right now I've looked at it a little bit, but I'm going to have to start. And there are some neat things that it will allow me to do. But anyway, thank you very much for watching.